Good morning. I'm happy we are in the middle of the morning because, unfortunately, we are in the boring business. I'm Guy Leroy from Minalea, a 2-year-old French insurtech startup. For about 15 years, we've been working in the direct business, direct insurance, and participating throughout Europe in the price war over price insurance. And after some time, we realized that this was a dead end, because insurance is not a commodity product. So this is what drove us to create Minalea. On stage with me is Peter de Brito-Gossman, our Chief Solution Architect. We'll be doing the demo. Throughout Europe, the consumers spend an average of 2,000 euros per year on insurance, for personal insurance. However, if I go to the street and ask anyone what he knows about his insurance, he may be able to tell me who he's insured with. If we are not too far from the renewal, he may know how much he pays for his insurance, and that's about it. He has no clue what he purchased. And why is that? Because it's too complex. The insurance is complex. It's full of small words, small prints, jargons that no one understands. Even the vendors struggle with their own product, let alone the product of the competitors. So in the end, what happens is all the conversations turns around the price. And it's the only driver that users have to decide which insurance they should take. And the emergence of the price comparison website did not help on that, because the only thing that you can compare is the price again. So this is why we created Minalea, to switch away from the price and to focus on real critical portion of this contract, which are the qualities and the services rendered. If I take an example, you all have, or most of you have a car, and it is insured, and I guess it's insured for full comprehensive. It says all risks are covered. However, if we take an example that you've been working long all day, you go back, take your car, and you stop at the gas station, you fill up your tank, and then you start back, and then you realize that, or your engine realized that you made a mistake in the fuel. It was not the good one. What happens? You call your insurer. You know that in half of the cases, your insurer will tell you, I'm very sorry about you, but this is not covered. Had you taken the option X, the offer Y, or the formula Z, it would have been covered. How frustrating is that, to realize after the fact that you made this mistake and you should have taken more attention to what you really purchased. So what we do, and this is the boring business, is we analyze the whole market for one given product. We compare all the fine prints, we check everything. We have a matrix of 200 to 400 criteria for each insurance product. We analyze all that. We store all this information in a database that is about 500,000 data elements. And then we have a powerful rating engine that helps us highlight the most critical points for this customer, given his profile, and we help the vendor of insurance display what are the most compelling arguments he should use to convince this customer. In a nutshell, we do a pitch for that vendor. So rather than keep talking, let's do a quick demo. Let me show you how it looks like. So let's assume that we have a few options. Either you want to compare our product with the product of a competitor as a vendor, or you want to present your offers, or you want simply to answer a question from a customer, because they may have specific questions because a friend, a neighbor, or whoever has had this type of incident, and he wants to know if he's properly covered. So just for the demo, let's use the comparison with another insurer. First thing is you pick up the product that you want to compare. Let's assume it's a car. So let's compare with Direct Assurance, the normal standard product. You choose the offer. So it's basic question that normally the customer would know. And then if there are options, we can pick them up. So let's assume it is like that. We continue. What are we offering against this competitor? By default, we would preset the product that is offered. We can pick up a few options, but let's ignore that. Next thing is we can tune the profile depending on how we are on time. If we are in a rush, then we go directly to the results. If we are not in a rush, we can tune and get better information about this customer. So a few things are very important, such as the age of the car. The behavior would not be the same if the car is recent or old. Then you come to results. So 3 clicks or 4, and then you have the results. And the results is a mix of what are the covers that are completely excluded from the competition, and then what are the most critical points that we should talk about for this specific customer. At that stage, we have a pool of about 10 arguments to use. We can, if some of them are irrelevant, we can always hide them, and another one will pop up and replace to always have this pool. If we want to be fully transparent with the customer, we can do 2 things. If he has any objection, we can show him where we get this information from. Mainly it's from the policy wording, so from our contract or the competitor product, we can go directly to the page where the information is taken from. And this eliminates all the discussions about the appreciation. Are we really talking about a good versus a bad product? No, we are factual. And this is what we want to do. We can even go further there and, for example, show not our strength, but the weakness of this product, so that we can be fully transparent. This information can also be shared with the customer. Half of our users are on call centers, so we need to exchange and to reduce the distance between the user and the final customer. Now that we have set it up for the vendors, we have another solution called Fred. That's our chatbot. It's something that we've developed with ING in Belgium. And it follows the same through a conversational way. We can ask a few basic questions to the customer and help him answer some questions that he has, or show him what are the differences between one product and the next. I think. So what is the outcome of all that? The outcome is the vendors change their posture. They no longer talk about price. They can switch away and talk about what is critical, the qualities and the services that they can provide. The result of that is that they are no longer afraid to have a price difference with the competition, because they can explain why there is a price difference. The result is that their conversion rate and retention rate has been drastically improved over all the customers that we have. At that stage, we have about 30,000 users in France and Belgium. We plan to expand this to other countries. We are just starting in Spain right now. We are covering products like car, home, loan, liability, and we try to expand into health and life insurance. That's about it. So thank you for your attention. And if you need more, you know where to find us. Bye.